in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Inside, just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
And now it's Juan Soto. Ball one, no strikes.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, one strike.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there.
2-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Arenado pulls it down, and there's two gone. Here's the Mets lineup now. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Late with the swing there. Gray, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Two outs.
Ball one.
That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Inside, and it hit him.
That ball hit him.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's Jesse Winker. That one ripped. Scott puts it away, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. getting the nod on the mound, Clay Holmes. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Just missed. And the 1-0. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. First pitch misses. Nootbaar leads off second with nobody out. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Didn't go. No outs. Runner on second. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground right side. Acuna handles, throws to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, the right field.
Here's a Cardinals lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Nolan Arenado.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Here's a high chopper and a foul ball. Runner on at third, 1 gone. The other way, and it stays fair. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. The throw in, and he's in there. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Tap foul at the plate. That one not close. And the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. One and two now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Contreras now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ripped to right, base hit. Donovan around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. There's a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Gorman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Contreras on second. Burleson at first. 2 out of the inning. Now one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This to third. They get the force. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one fouled off. And a pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swing and a ground ball. Win. Over to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7th, the left field, number 1, Jeff
McNeil stands in. And it's fouled away. 1 out, bases empty. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And down on strikes. 2 away now.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly, and they're down 2-0. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Holmes back to work. Outside. Ball 1. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
The center fielder, Victor
Scott getting ready to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's in the dirt. It's 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Acuna right there to make the grab.
Now
and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Doubled leading off the ball game, then came around to score the first run of the game. Outside low, 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The next offering misses. And a count 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Two down, nobody on. And that is out of play. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one is off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back. Man on second, 2 down. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one popped up. Acuna on his way over. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. The Cards leave one. They're up 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. That clips the corner. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Lindor batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Ground ball right side. Gorman. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, but that rolls foul. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And they'll do it again. Next one misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Cards doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. RBI single his last time up. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Just missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next offering is downstairs. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And a foul ball. Donovan, the lead runner, out at second. Arenado at first with no outs. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Alec Burleson now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
3-0.
And there's the automatic. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Golden opportunity right here. First
Count
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
All loaded up here in the last half of the third. Ground ball left side, could be two. The flip to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for the Mets,
John Sciambi
the
with
first
Chris
baseman,
Singleton,
Pete
and set to lead off the
Alonso.
fourth, Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
And that one fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Nimmo, 31 years old, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. And there's a foul ball.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner teammates to help him out in the gaps.
In the air, right side. Donovan sizes this one up. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pajes makes the play. 2 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse.
2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. That one misses. Ball 1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game.
Pitch misses there, and now 2-0. Out towards right center field. Scott sizing this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here in St. Louis, and here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. That's in there. That's strike 1. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor.
Victor Scott digs in now. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Pajes on at first, nobody out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Acuna has it for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Throw to first. Scott dives back in safely.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And there's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. David Peterson preparing to come on if needed. Adcock, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And now here is Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one.
Ball 1, no
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit. Man at second.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
In the dirt, and a count 2-1.
You got 2 balls.
Runner at
1
second,
strike.
2 down. And that drops in for a strike. And downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Three-two on the way. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. The run comes in to score from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Well, these Mets being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Up the middle, Wynn. Throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, we talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The Mets trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Foul ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That's off the mark. 2-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pajes makes the grab, and that's the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back
New
now
York.
to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Ty Adcock.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The right fielder,
Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit.
Donovan.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Around first and hustling for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. That's too low. And that is ball one. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish, and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Man at second. And that one fouled off. 1-1 now. Out towards left center. McNeil in pursuit. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Popped up. Alonso in position. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Burleson.
And now the DH, Alec Burleson. That one's upstairs, ball one. That's a slider for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Gray back to work. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one fouled off. Way outside. Now 1-2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Here's Francisco Lindor. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Grounds 1 to short. Win. Just got him on that one.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Two outs.
Yeah.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a foul out of play. And that skips into the action in the Mets bullpen. David Peterson, the left-hander, up and throwing. Stanek getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the
No
box,
ball,
and a
two
smart
strikes.
pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Inside.
Ball 1.
1-2 to count.
That 2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and
The
just
center
bunched
fielder,
him up
number
on
11,
the inside part of the plate.
Victor.
Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Scott stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. In the air on the infield, Vientos. And that ends the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. But they lead at 3-0. Back here in St. Louis, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Action in the pen down there. John King up and throwing. Maytod getting loose as well. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the sweeper misses.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one hammered center field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And that one lifted in the air center field. Scott. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
2 down, base is
Jesse
empty. So
Winker.
now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That's off the inside
That's
corner.
inside.
And 1-1. And that
That's
one
ball
missing
2.
low. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Peterson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
The right fielder, number 33, Brendan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. 3 for 3's doubled twice and singled.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
On the ground. Toss to Alonso. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Nato comes in to take his cuts. 1 for 3. And he takes a strike. Out to short, Lindor. Fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Maton.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now it's Mark Vientos. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And it's fouled away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
McNeil.
So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Maton is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andre Palante, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Romero, a left-hander, also throwing. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. On the ground, right side. Gorman throws on to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Two outs, base is empty. And here is Francisco Alvarez.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Ball in.
And another ball.
No strike.
That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
First pitch misses. High in the air, out to right. Soto gets under it, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alec.
So up next, Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
That one missing inside. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. One gone, runner at first. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. That misses off the outside edge.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That's in there. And the count now even up. struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting,
Pedro
the
Pages
catcher,
next up for the Cardinals.
Pages.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And
That's
another
a
ball. Burleson off of first with 2 away. That one down the line, and foul ball. Here's a 2-1. And that's a little high.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Well struck left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He'll score.
Well, that worked out as good as it could have. We mentioned the RBI opportunity with the runner moving on the 3-2 pitch, and he cashed in by finding a hole in the outfield. You know, that takes a little extra concentration in the box because of the movement on the base paths. Easy to get distracted, so that was a really nice job there.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Peterson is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right
Now
back.
pitching for
The Mets
York,
with a new arm on the mound. Ryan
number
Stanek.
55.
I think it's got to be a little tough
Ryan
coming in out of the pen when your guys are
Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, it's Sonny Gray.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
The shortstop takes the ball. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Juan Soto in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Pete Alonso. Just missed. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Soto, the base runner at first with 1 out. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. That one missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Man at first, 1 away. struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Two outs, and that's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That missed inside, and that's ball three. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
That is it. The designated hitter, Jesse.
Here's Jesse Winker. Pitch misses outside, and that is ball one. Righty delivers. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That one just misses. The count now 2-2. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Busch Stadium, and on the hill in this one, Clay Holmes.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now a chance for Lars Nootbaar. That misses the zone. Ball one. And that's down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Win.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive. You want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
One out, bases empty. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Just off the outside edge. 2-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Next pitch misses outside, and the count's full. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Brendan Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Win the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He was late. Two on, 2 outs. Outside with a breaking ball. Two on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Stays alive. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That one inside. Look out. Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Second inning set to go. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Gray back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Vientos, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Swinging a foul straight back.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball down.
In the dirt. Man at second. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit, takes outside. Vientos, the runner at second with one away. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn.
Now this is through for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
2 on, 1 out. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a count 1-2. And there's the ball.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. In there safely. And it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Grounded out his first time up. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And out to a board.
He was all over that one.
Now
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting
one.
one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Juan Soto now 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball one to the right fielder. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Falling behind 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Towards first, Contreras. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals 0. Bottom of the second.
Leading
now
up
it's
for
the
the
DH,
Cardinals, the
Alec
designated
Burleson.
hitter, Alec Burleson.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches you didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Here's Nolan Gorman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's to third. Sends it across to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Left field. McNeil makes the play, and it's out number 3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. And the polar bear strikes out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Walked his first time. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
One down, base is empty. Just misses with that one. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Arenado pulls it down, 2 away.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jesse.
2 down, base is empty.
Winker.
And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball, that's in.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And that just misses. Caught him looking for the K. And the Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. And there's the strike. And downstairs. And he grounds one to the right side. Alonso tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Mason Wynn.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And he's already singled in this game. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that is the inning. The Cards leave one. They trail here 1-0. Back here in St. Louis, out of the fourth, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering misses down and away. switch through that one. It's a strikeout. Jeff McNeil now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball, two
Base
strikes.
is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. A single his first time. And that is out of play. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And now it's even 1-1. And there's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first, digging for 2. The relay, and he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And now it's Frankie Lindor, 1 for 2. The shortstop takes the ball. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Andre Palante up and loosening in the pen. Maton warming up as well. Two on, 2 outs. Splits the plate, and it's 1-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 outs. And the sweeper is off the plate. Swing and a foul out of play. Alvarez, the lead runner at second. Acuna on at first with 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Pajes down to first, in time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Nolan Arenado. High fly ball, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. His first at bat was a strikeout. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Redbirds down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just off the outside edge. Just missed. That one outside. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Burleson up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And now 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting,
first and second, 1 out. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. He's 0 for 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's down and in.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2 on, 1 out. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw. One at second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Cardinals.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the fifth.
53.
Andre Palante. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Juan Soto.
For the Mets, the
If you
right
don't
fielder,
get ahead in the
Juan
count, you can forget
Soto.
about having any success against him.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Soto
0-1's the count.
measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
Oh, that's
and that's a little bit high. At 1-1. And a slider
Ball two.
misses down and away. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
Hood gets talked about a lot, but a good high
the first
fastball in
baseman,
a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're
0-1.
not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Just missed. Not
Two
close
balls,
with that
one strike.
one. Now 2 balls and a strike.
That's ball 3.
And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Check swing and a 3-2. Appeal down to first. No swing.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count
Now
kind of
that
tells you
the
that
center
that's the
fielder,
pitch he has the most
Brandon
confidence in right now.
Nimmo.
Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. And the first
Ball one.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one fouled off. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Alonso leads off first with 1 away. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make
Inside,
some
ball
type
2.
of contact.
Three and 2.
Stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball
Nope,
4,
that's
2
down, ball
aboard.
4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but
Designated
neither
hitter,
happened.
Jesse
Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Jesse Winker digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Vientos at the plate and takes high there.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Yeah, there's a ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while.
Yeah.
You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now, Jeff McNeil. Inside. And that is ball 1. And that one fouled off. 2 outs. Bases are full. Now fly ball to right center. Looks like extra bases. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. The run scores all the way from first, and they lead by 4.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andre Palante done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Phil
the
Maton
Cardinals.
on to pitch out of the pen here.
Number 88.
And he has some nasty breaking
Phil
stuff.
Maton.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Pedro Pajes. Holmes back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Next offering is down low.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Pitch misses. Now 2-2. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
The center fielder,
And up
number
next for
11,
St. Louis, Victor Scott. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Up and in, 1-0.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 2-2. And that one is inside. The Cardinals down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Three-two. Outside, and it's ball 4.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring
Now
something?
batting,
See,
left
I
fielder,
think just our presence is the present.
Nootbaar.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar will hit next.
No, he's
Holmes
safe.
checks over to first, and he's back. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Shortstop.
And stepping in for the
Mason.
Cardinals, Mason Wynn. He's 2 for 2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And that one fouled off. That's to third. Vientos whips it across, and that is that. So one left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
All
the
set for the
second
top of the
baseman,
6th.
Luis
Now
Angel
here is
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna. Right side. Gorman throws on to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 1 for 3. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The
Ball 1,
Mets
no
shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. That's in there. That's strike 1. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Nice
next
job
for the
going
Mets,
the opposite
the
way
right
with it,
fielder,
letting the ball
Juan
travel and not allowing the
Soto.
barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Lindor on the move. Late swing, foul to the left. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Runner at second here, one gone. Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws on to first. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one clips the corner. Runner at third, 2 away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, and now the right fielder, Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
And takes low for ball one. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not even close there. 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Arenado in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Just missed. Softly hit to third. Vientos whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilson.
So digging in, Wilson Contreras. He is struck out and he is walked. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and Contreras is retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Cardinals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Leading off for the
Brandon
Mets,
Nimmo
the center
getting
fielder,
ready to
number
hit.
9, Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch misses.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
One, two now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. To third, Arenado. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one misses in the dirt. Movement in the bullpen. John King, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field. Nootbaar settles underneath it. He's got it, and that is that.
Pitching for
We're
the
back
Mets.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Peterson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Burleson up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Vientos makes the grab. One up, one down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nolan
Gorman next up for the Cardinals.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
On a line out towards center. Nimmo puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, catcher Pedro.
2 down, bases empty. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Cardinals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
27.
John King. He last pitched 2 days ago.
King.
So digging in,
Leading
Jeff
off for the
McNeil.
Mets, the left fielder, number 1, Jeff McNeil.
King, a 6'2 southpaw, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That misses, and it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
The catcher,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Kyle Leahy getting ready to go. One down, base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fly ball down the line. Donovan on the move. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Acuna stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Oh, he gloves it. The throw. Got him. Nice play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Bottom of the 8th.
Leading
Now
up
up for
for
St.
the
Louis.
Cardinals,
Victor
the
Scott.
center fielder,
This is a
Victor.
guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, This guy is a big contributor. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. First offering, and it just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And another ball. Outside low, 3-1 now. The Mets leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. To the right side, Acuna fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
2 outs, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And it's fouled away. Two outs. That one pushed foul. Next offering down in the dirt. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. That's outside. Full count now. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? His 4th home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed Garrett. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Garrett.
Now it's the right fielder, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Fouled off left side. Ball to strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That just misses, and the count is even, 2-2. Right through there, got him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Cards claw back a bit on the homer. It's now 4-1. We go to the 9th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. King back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next
One
one
ball,
in
one
the
strike.
dirt. The shortstop takes the ball.
Strike.
Ground ball left side. Arenado to first in time. Now one gone in the ninth.
Good sinker low in
Now
his zone
batting,
right there
right
and
fielder,
produced exactly
Juan
what he was looking for.
Soto.
Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So up next for New York, Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one is inside ball one. Right side, hard hit. They get the out on Soto. Two down, base is empty. Digging in, Pete Alonso. Check swing, called strike. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the bottom of inning number 9. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now pitching for
I think
the New
closer
York
has
Mets.
to be one of the toughest jobs
Number
in baseball,
39.
and we see a pretty high
Edwin
turnover rate because of it.
Diaz.
Every outing seems to be high
Leading
pressure,
up for
this
the
one
Cardinals,
included.
the
We'll
third
see if he can
baseman,
wrap up the
Noah
win and get himself a save.
Arenado.
Arenado in the box now as he leaves that one up high. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson.
He's 2 outs away. Wilson Contreras, the next to hit. And that one is in the dirt. Ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that's way high. And that's ball 2. The Cards trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Burleson now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. Good eye in that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two now. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home